For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Isaiah 55, verse 9. Sometimes it's hard to understand the ways of God. His timing doesn't seem to be our timing. His answer to our prayer doesn't seem to be the one we're looking for. And sometimes our circumstances tempt us to believe that God is out of control. But the truth is that God is in control. In Isaiah 45, God expresses his sovereignty in several different ways. He states in verse 5, I am the Lord, and there is no other. Besides me, there is no God. We can look to other gods to provide for our needs, but they will not be able to satisfy our deepest yearnings. In verse 12, God says, I made the earth and created man on it. It was my hands that stretched out the heavens, and I commanded all their host. The very first verse of the Bible establishes who is in charge and who we are accountable to. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God created the earth out of nothing. He created man from the dust of the ground, and he created the heavens and stars and moon and sun. This God who created all that exists is still sovereign. In verse 9, he gives a stern warning to those who would question his authority. Does the clay say to him who forms it, what are you making? Or, your work has no handles. The answer to the leading question is no. That which is created does not talk back to the one that created it. God created us as the crown of creation, but the important aspect is that God is the creator and we are the creation. The bottom line is that God loves us. He created us and we can trust him. Life may not always go the way we want it to. That may be because of Adam and Eve's fall into sin and the resulting consequences. It may be because of the misguided choices that we make, or it might be that God is trying to get our attention and turn our hearts back to his mercy and grace. We may not always understand the ways of God, but we can trust him. Press on in the Lord.